right up top all the time, real talk, you know.
I'ma keep it simple. F America, my ruling presidential. Westside Vulture Island, that's my residential. Send an Edomite to hell and tell him Chef sent you. I gotta keep it tall, or my spirit couldn't sleep at all. See no wicked standing while my people take a deeper fall. Not at reach at all. In a battle, you can see the scars. More I try to hide them, more my people see my deepest flaws. Get the street involved, wanna give the reaper eat the cause. We just keep the laws. I got goals, I'ma reach them all. I say F a hater, that's forgive them, but don't speak at all. Got some brothers with me, they was style like trying to beat the ball. At the home plate, know I'm safe, that's an easy call. Summer had to wait, it's about to be a chilly fall. Set the record straight, with my brothers, we don't beef at all. Had to demonstrate, son of David, make a heathen fall. Make a heathen fall. Had to demonstrate, son of David, make a heathen fall. Make a heathen fall. Had to demonstrate, son of David, make a heathen fall. Make a heathen fall. Had to demonstrate, son of David, make a heathen fall. Make a heathen fall. Had to demonstrate, son of David, make a heathen fall. What a fall from the top for the prideful. Burning synagogues, all they altars and they idols. We got rods of iron and some chains for our rivals who stole everything, even our names out the Bible. What they wouldn't take. If they had the laws, what they wouldn't break. Forked tongue, tell me what they wouldn't snake. And if God so love the world, where do Edom stay?
You cannot do what you want. One day that high gotta come down. One day that pleasure gonna run out. You ain't got nowhere to run now. Better repent of your sin, don't be late. Praise the Father in heaven and come. Don't be trading your soul for the fun. Even darkness don't last in the sun. Holy Spirit take over my lungs, I breathe. I'm striking my demons like drum. What's the part with the flow I'm in front? Life is bigger than drugs and a gun. You cannot argue the fact that I burn. I do not go back and forth, I'm done. They just be talking and hear a response. See they chasing this well and it's gone. Okay, I'm a chef, got nothing to prove. Yeah, God is good, I'm in a different mood. God's the Father, cause I'm Godfather. It's my ties when we in the room. Praising him like having court, yeah, we all rise when he enter rooms. More higher with a bigger view, and I'm law body, y'all in the truth. They were trying to make us fantasize while he lied like he on interviews. Giving rope just to hang himself, but I'm untied, I ain't in the loop. Fast then see the Holy Spirit till we face to face like on interview. World ending quick like an interlude. Repent quickly what we finna do.
Yeah, we vibing decent though. I tell you, I've been on the chase, now I'm picking up the pace. Pray my soul don't go astray. How a shot come in the day, then we clean up vibing decent though. In the night, yeah, he coming like a thief for sure. Man, you had plenty time, now what you weeping for? Matthew 7:23, yeah, that's gonna be the quote. Them curtains closed, then we clean up vibing decent though. Yeah, we got a 1 or 2, you better teach your folk. You been warned, niggas gon' be gnashing teeth the mo. And they don't see the smoke. And that will come before the fire, and that's key to know. Hey, this is love, I got a warn before that day approach. Isaiah 66 is burning like the heater broke. We follow the trends of the world, and now we here to lead. We sanctified indeed. It ain't impossible, you forgot what the mission be. You gon' partake of her destruction and her misery. 144K worth of blessings, ain't no Mr. Beast. Ain't no more stopping frisk, my I can cover tis. Ain't no more business with your people feeling like a risk. Ain't no oppressors, then you destroy our heart with a gift. So many curses get reversed, I can give you a list. And that's my only issue. They claiming brotherhood, but this ain't really superficial. I got a problem with my brother, not gon' go and dish you. But if the beef continues, I just say love you with you, love you with the chance. Now I'm picking up the pace, pray my soul don't go astray. And how a shot come in the day, then we keen on vibing decent though. In the night, yeah, he coming like a thief for sure. Man, you had plenty time, now what you weeping for? Matthew 7:23, yeah, that's gonna be the quote. Them curtains closed, then we keen on vibing decent though. Yeah, we got a 1 or 2, you better teach your folk. You been warned, niggas gon' be gnashing teeth and mo.
Yeah. Yeah. Live longer.
timeline a long time ago. I'm just trying to figure out where I fit. I see the world for what it is. Down to the gates of hell we descend, serving the gods of our fathers without no need to repent. We morally blinded, looking for water in dry deserts. With our efforts we apply more pressure. Who be praying for me? Trying to pull out some pleasure from pain, and we keep this up until nothing remains. The world keeps spinning, poor get poor, rich get rich, the good die young. Shots pop, chicks get hit, death is surround us. You can't escape the angel when he calls. Your days are numbered, don't you waste them all. And time keep ticking, with the hand of God I write my vision, hoping my family can go and make a lifestyle with it. Your pain come with a story, you could beat your issue, but if you kill yourself today, you gon' take it with you. Live longer, we here for what we here for.
What you here for?
The story to tell. I don't know where my story gon' end, but if I wake up, I'll do it again. I just gotta live longer. I just gotta live longer. Who am I? I'm just passing by with the wisdom from the one. Don't you forget it. You were sent on this mission to bear witness. Humanity tripping, right and wrong inside the pot, they mixed it. Kill a kid with a gun, shoot him down in his kitchen. Kill a kid in the womb, they gon' tell you it's different. You should ask, what's life? The burden you carry is to observe. In a place where you get nailed to a cross, speaking the word. Take laws, break laws, who really protect it? In God we trust, who really respect it? This America race to the finish line, black and white. Who supreme? 60 shots, knee to the neck. Yeah, it's hard to breathe, you crying for peace, trying to release anger, you hanging your head down in defeat, cause you see your people in need. Who are we? Questions we avoid, not to get destroyed. For the pleasures we enjoy, we ain't making noise. You see us struggling, lack of understanding of our nature. The way we truly are is not the way they take us. Dealing with scars that the last generation gave us. Parents create us, but they can't save us. Some sleeping in a slumber, they'll never wake up. For the sake of everything good, I'd save them all if I could. Listen clear, be aware, your pain come with a story. Don't forget to leave it here, live longer. We here for what we here for.
What you here for?
Got the story to tell. I don't know where my story gon' end, but if I wake up, I'll do it again. I just gotta live longer.
Do it again. Do it again.
I just gotta live longer.
Yo. Yeah. Say what's real.
My father figure keep me guided, I'm always protected. Not a single wrong, I don't ever get corrected. Light over my shoulders, tells from a priest. Take a Psalms 23 and sit your tail to a seat. Legendary in a way, but nothing like a tall tale. False gods set them up, they all fell. Fantasies, they all sell. Nothing in my time can compare to the timeless. The light behind my rhyme and the one who I get in line with. Ain't no other lane for this fire flame minister. Descended from a higher plane, ain't no higher name from the one. When a gun jam, I figure you know now. Divine power follow me, that's just how it be. I can testify for sure, my heart not pure, but still I get to see a day that I did not work for. Bodies dropping with the climate, gas raising on black faces. Still I'm the one who made it. I just be thinking when I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I go, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. With my conscience I acknowledge that there is a higher power. Look at me. False idols never promise victory. You survived cause you was meant to. Stop the guessing, you a prized possession. Blessing from the sky, ain't no higher lesson. I'm a messenger, you should get with this rhythm. Gospel, you ain't gotta be poor with chains no more. Flip up your master plate, don't be captivated by your master space. The earth is yours, but first the one we know gon' have to pass away. Destiny, you part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. Coming at the wild child who made it through the birth canal. One shot, a Amazing how you missed the kiss of death. Life was in your step. People turned away from out this way, never coming back. Slipped and fell inside the cracks, landed on their back. But you 10 toes in the field, still in one piece. For real, from the bottom, where all kind of brothers get easily killed. Rest in peace to them. You part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. When I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. Something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. Most High. I said something keep watching me. Yeah. Something keep watching me.
I hope y'all like that. That was Supplication by Roy the Chef. It's dangerous out here. I hope you guys make it home safe.
Yo, check it out. You ain't worry about that. They're gonna show you at the end. So that was that knocking out that 1 minute. That's probably.
Yo, what was that about? Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, shalom, Yasta Allah, Ashar Shabbat. Everyone tuned in, man. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in to another episode of the Bar for Bar. Why they got us on the side like that? Fix that. Bingo, we in a game. All right. You got me, your brother, Captain Yaquab, the Reubenite. You got Chef Gad in the building, in the flesh, man. And we got Quabzal, who just fell off. He'll be back in a second, though, right? Throughout, if everybody tuned in, then we got to start off by giving our praise, glory, and honor to the Most High in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, also known as Jesus Christ, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, right? But we call him Yahweh Shai over here. We appreciate everybody. What happened? Why you laughing, Adawan? Why you laughing? Listen. I have denounced Judah, man. I was gonna go back to being Judah this week. I was gonna go back to being Judah this week because the beautiful performance of Terrence Bud Crawford, the Judite, and how he annihilated our brother Issachar. Right? I was gonna come back to being Judah. But after the Coon Files yesterday, I'm done with it. I'm done with all Judah. And I am officially a Reubenite. I am from the Seminole Indian tribes of South Florida. I'll be letting y'all know what tribe I'm from after I do my 2021, what do you call it? 23andMe. Right, after I do my ancestry.com, I'll be posting the stats and letting y'all know what Seminole Indian tribe I'm from down in Florida. All right. I am no longer Judah. I am the Reubenite. And then we got Chef Gad in the building. So this is really like a quote unquote Native American podcast. Y'all ain't never seen this before. Hey, this is low key. They have never seen this. This is officially a Native American podcast. Yes, it is. All right. So y'all see the title, man. This is another episode of the Bar for Bar. Transparency is being denied. Do you hear me? Transparency is being denied. Trey Reed deserves answers. His family, his mother, his father, his grandparents, the entire nation deserves answers. How fast did they find the murderer of Charlie Kirk? What was it? 38 hours, 36 hours, something like that. Quick, like this, like that. Snap of a finger. Found him. Had all kind of surveillance, every angle, what kind of gun he used. The shooting was on live TV. They had everything known to man about what happened to Charlie Kirk and found everything in a matter of 38 hours. And evidence is still unfolding. 33 hours, right? 33 hours. That's how you know I'm not that invested. That's right. That's right. Put the feathers in the chat. Hey, put the feathers and put the bow and arrows in the chat for me, please. Put the feathers and the bow and arrows in the chat. Hey, that's right. I had a whole background story. A warrior. They had a whole background story. How? They knew what a man lived at. His trans girlfriend, whatever that was a wild situation. His parents snitching on him. Everything. Where's the information for Trey Reed? Where's the information? Thank you. There we go. Shout out to my sister Asaya in the building. Right? John Allen, the water king. The water. Right? But listen. Hold on. Let's go back a second. Let's go back down memory lane as we have to. Right? And let's give a remembrance of our dear beloved brother, Kendrick Johnson. The same situation. Right? I was thinking about this, man. Kendrick Johnson. Y'all remember this brother? Our basketball star. All right. No evidence. Remember, they found him rolled up in gym mats. They called it an accidental fall. But you wrote. Do you know how thick and heavy them gym mats are? I can tell you because we used to have to roll them up or unroll them. They don't just roll up. They don't want to be rolled up. They don't want, you have to roll them up. How do you just fall? And you can't fall in it because it's the space is not enough space. But when it comes to us, there's just no evidence. Never any evidence. There is no evidence. You're telling me, we're going to get the story. You're telling me that Trey Reed, God bless this young brother's soul, man. It's sad watching this, man. You ask me, am I emotional for, you know what? We ain't even going to talk about it. We emotional for Trey Reed, man. 21 years old. He's been at this school for 1 month. 1 month. College student. Because remember, school just started last month in August. Remember, right? 1 month. And they find him hanging on a tree next to the pickleball court. I don't know no black people that play pickleball. Tennis, yes. Pickleball, nah. I don't know one. This is a very, very fishy story. Very fishy story. We're gonna get into it. Even me and Chef was talking, and it's like, now there might be But I doubt there's much evidence of a so-called black man hanging himself on a tree as if it's a public lynching of himself. That evidence is probably slim to none. Slim to none. It's just not happening. It's too psychological and emotional. You got to go walk there. Then you got to find something to stand on, maybe. Then you thinking of, like, it's, nah, man, this is not how it's going down. He said, what is even football? It's kind of like tennis. It's just not going down like that. All right.
Just the cultural context behind a black man hanging himself or a black woman hanging herself. The fact that you gotta go to Home Depot or Ace or some hardware store to buy the rope. How many black people know how to tie a noose? The fact that a black person will even see a noose, man, just brings back all type of abominations that were done to our people, and we don't even want to look at it. So for a man to tie a rope around his neck and hang himself, man, it's just psychologically, it's not fitting for a black man to do. We would run from a situation like that. A black man being hung in Mississippi.
Come on now. Come on, dog.
No. Our people got to wake up, man.
Stop the cat. We ain't feeling it. You got to, release the video. Because they said they had video. Release the, matter of fact, we know they got video. It's on a college campus. It's cameras everywhere. There are cameras everywhere. But wait. While we still waiting on videos, right? While we're still waiting on videos for our dear brother, Trey Reed, look what they're doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. U.S. Senate. Oh, there go my brother.
It's like your
we're changing your tribe. You are now Naphtali. All right.
Dang.
You are now Naphtali. But listen, the U.S. Senate unanimously passed resolution designating National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk. It's going to be on his birthday next month. Can we just read this first? Can we see that? That's small for me. Can we just read that in the couch on the screen, Bob? The shot.
The United States Senate unanimously passed a resolution designating October 14th, 2025 as a National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk. Senator Rick Scott called for the passage of the resolution Thursday, highlighting the devastating loss of a friend, husband, and father. Charlie was a good man, a devout husband, father, and friend. His life was shaped by his faith and the idea that in America, debate and discussion are crucial to the betterment of our country. Scott said.
I bet so. Well stated, huh? Well stated. So there's something I guess we got to look forward to. October 14th, National Charlie Kirk Day. I mean, it's not an official holiday. Obviously, that'd be everyone would have known that already if it was an official holiday. But this October 14th is going to be the day of remembrance for Charlie Kirk. But while we're remembering Charlie Kirk, I wonder by the 14th, will we have any evidence on Trey Reed? That's what I'm wondering. Will there be any videos released, statements made, arrest, new autopsy, anything be done so we can get the truth out of what happened to our brother Trey Reed?
No, it's such hypocrisy in America, man, and this is why the past few Sabbaths have been hard for the elder, man, because when you love your people and you see the hypocrisy that goes on in America, how the United States government can find a man in another country just like that, devise a plan and go and murk him.
Yep.
But here you have surveillance that shows what happened, and you seem to misplace it. It seems to be distorted.
Yep.
The evidence just never seems to come out. But here you can strategically place men, send them across the world, perform surveillance, relay messages. You can pull satellite video through walls, through homes, audio, video. I mean, you have technology that allows you the capability to track a man's whereabouts without him even knowing. But yet you can't find what happened to so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That technology just doesn't exist for us.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems that there's unrighteous judgment in the earth.
Yep.
Because what our people fail to realize, and the elder brought it out, I mean, so eloquently, Esau lives by a code. And it's being shown right in your face, man.
Yep.
Just look, and I got family in Mississippi, man. My mother is in Mississippi. And it's disheartening to see these type of things going on in states where our people live. Because Mississippi, I mean, give me Ezekiel 35:5.
Bring it out.
Mississippi is historically known for the oppression of so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Historically.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that are find themselves on the Coon Files, they would take this information as, man, it's this type of thing doesn't happen, today. We're not under the same oppression that our great grandfathers were under. Our people aren't being hung from trees like that anymore. But is that reality? Is that a fact? And we have some articles that prove otherwise. Read that in Ezekiel.
Bring it out.
Chapter 1. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and and
So-
blood shall pursue thee.
Esau has had a perpetual hatred. That perpetual hatred even extends in today. So as these type of articles and these type of videos come out, you see the hatred come out as well. You see the hypocrisy come out as well. But our people have drunk the Kool-Aid for so long that we tend to overlook it.
Mm-hmm.
So is this an isolated case? Is the brother Trey Reed an isolated case that this brother is, just so happened that this brother was committing suicide by hanging? Is this isolated? Adawan, can you pull up one of those articles?
Which one would you like first?
It don't matter.
Don't matter. Yeah, it really don't. It really don't. It really don't.
Now here we have a article from Mississippi. Just so happened the same state in which the brother Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree. So just a little background. Here's another black brother.
Mm-hmm.
It says Otis James Byrd found hanging in Port Gibson, Mississippi, March 19th, 2015. Federal Civil Rights Division of the FBI investigated. Department of Justice later closed the federal probe and said it found no evidence of homicide. So here you're in a historically racist state.
Yep.
Where so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are constantly being hung 50 years ago. But the brother Trey is just an isolated case. And maybe the brother Otis James Byrd is an isolated case as well. Just so happened to be a 54-year-old African-American man who was discovered hanging from a tree in Port Gibson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Federal government ruled it not as a homicide. So if it's not ruled as a homicide or foul play, what is it ruled as? Suicide.
Just call it a suicide. Let's say all these black men in Mississippi are just depressed.
They just going through a little something. Go ahead, drop that one down, Adawan. Let's see if we got another one. Now this is the brother, Otis Byrd. That's the one that was committing suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Just an isolated case.
Yep. Hold on.
Here we have another incident.
Can't be out. There's no way.
I wonder where this incident was, Adawan. Why was I all read that?
Let's zoom into this. Hold on.
Counter one. This is in Columbus, Mississippi.
Where?
Columbus, Mississippi.
Huh? Maybe this has to be an isolated case as well. Read that.
Counter one. The death of a Columbus man has been ruled a suicide by hanging, according to Lowndes County Coroner Greg Merchant. 35-year-old DeAndre Montrell Hopkins had been last seen on Sunday, May 5th around lunchtime. His body was later found by a group of ATV riders on the banks of Luxapalia Creek. No one was involved in the death, Merchant confirmed.
So, what's the year of this article? Scroll. There you go.
May 9th, 2019.
So the brother was found on May 5th of the year 2019. So here you have one from 2015, another one in 2019. And you have one from 2025. You also have another brother, Willie Jones Jr., found hanging Scott County, Mississippi.
Yep.
February 8th, 2018. His ruling was not homicide. His ruling was what?
Suicide.
So it seems to be a pattern of so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American men being hung in a state that is perpetually known for hanging Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And what do they hold as the judgment behind the hanging? Suicide.
We done figured Mississippi out.
What was the ruling on the brother Trey Reed?
Of course, suicide. Huh?
So, man, something's got to be in the water or something down there in Mississippi, man.
Got to be.
For all these Black men to be hanging themselves, there's got to be something in the water. Maybe we just looking at it from the wrong perspective. Maybe, just maybe, the scriptures are right.
That's right.
And Esau's hatred for his own brother is perpetual.
Yep.
It continues to cycle from one generation to the next generation to the next generation. While you sitting down, eating with Esau, becoming best friends, you're riding ATVs with Esau, you going fishing with Esau, while you enjoying day-to-day activities with your oppressor, they holding themselves not guilty.
Yeah.
They living by a code. And our people are doing what? Fighting against each other, murdering each other in the street, selling drugs to one another, while Esau is hanging your people.
In 2020.
Them. In the year 2000.
Yeah.
2025, man. Wake up. This is crazy, man. Even an incident where the brother hands were, it's reported the brother's hands was tied behind his back and hung. And they said it was suicide. How do you tie your hands behind your back and hang yourself? This is crazy, man. Our people got you. Hey, it's 2025. You got to wake up.
Yep.
You got it, that one.
That's what they're saying about the brother Trey Reed as well. They said that, allegedly, he had some bruises and possibly broken bones. So, the autopsy can't be right. Let's get some reports on the brother Trey, right? Before we do that though, give me Genesis 27, because you was making a good point out. And read verse 38, Quabza. All right, let's see the tactics of Esau.
Counter 1. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above.
Come on.
and by thy sword shalt thou live.
And by the sword does Esau live. What does that mean? Murder. They are a murderous people. I was watching a video the other day, right? And they talk about how violent black people are. So they talk about first of all, number one, let's give a round of applause to the elder too, man. That class last night was just amazing. Double honors to the elders, man. Double honor to the elders. Right? That class was amazing last night. I actually need a clip from that class where the elder was breaking down the stats and how wrong it is. Right? When he broke down that we're not pulling from a pool of black people, we're pulling from a pool of all murderers. And that the stats aren't, it's like 400, it's about 400 people off. So it's like, come on now. But when we look at rape and violent crimes and burglaries, right? When we look at these crimes, the majority of crimes that the people are committing, they commit the most.
Mm-hmm.
So who's the true criminal and villain and most violent? We need a clip. This is what I need. I could see the vision. I need a clip of Charlie Clark, whatever his name is, saying that this percent right here, the 13 make up 51, and then it goes straight to the elder and he is cutting it. And it got to be like, these are the facts. And that got to be posted everywhere. I see the vision. Him saying that. And then the elder is just, that's not how it goes. That's wrong. And you know that. He knows that. They know that's wrong. Right? That's right. Double honors to the elder, man. All right. So we need that clip. But as you can see, man, Esau, he lives by the sword. And he always has. That's why he's creating what we call nuclear bombs. That's why he's doing that. Weapons of mass destruction. Why do you, excuse me, why do you need a silent helicopter, silent drones, planes that drop bombs, major missiles? Who created the bazooka? Who created the grenade to blow up people? It's like black people are, come on, it's so stupid. Like, what are we really talking about? They are the most vile and most violent creature on the planet. And they'll go about any means to show you or take it from you. That's what it says. What did it say about Esau? The blessing that he got. The dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. That doesn't necessarily mean the Most High was just going to give it to him. When you look at history, he took it. He took the dwellings of the earth. He took it. So when we talk about all these, look at Black history. Rape, rob, murder. There's literally a term called butt breaking. That's the vile creature we're talking about. We're to show the slaves, the other slaves, that you have dominance. You take the biggest slave and you rape him in front of everybody. And then to break him, you take his wife, rape her, and have a baby with her. But we need empathy and compassion. Hey, these people is crazy, man. But we gotta have some empathy and compassion. I don't want to post the video in the chat, and the dude was like, "Hey, man, y'all, you reap what you sow, basically, and you gotta reap that. It gotta be sown in you eventually. You can't just do all this murder, kill, rape, and then Y'all the best people on the planet. It just don't work that way.
Mm-mm.
And the delusion of our coon brothers and sisters out there is ridiculous. Because they have basically turned a blind eye to everything that has happened and said, hey, man, that probably was for our better. That's literally what the one dude said. If Jesus is black, it's a ghetto. Basically, you need white people. You need them. Makes no sense. But let's go to a report. All right. Matter of fact, let's go to a handy dandy Edomite. All right, let me get some fair use in the chat. Like my Ottawa say, show me some love in the chat. Like what Ottawa say, show me some love in the chat. All right, fair use, man. We're gonna go to an Edomite. He does drop a few curse words, maybe 2, maybe 3 or 4 F-bombs. But listen to what this Edomite had to say. So fair use, excuse the language of Esau. But even he understands that this just don't sound right. That this just does not sound right. All right.
Charlie Kirk was killed the other day, and in the wake of that, you had all these big name right-wing figures like Elon Musk and, you know, libs of TikTok and many right-wing politicians and right-wing pundits, and they all came out and in unison, they were screaming fucking revenge, retribution, civil war, violence. And so guess what? After they said that, you had, it was like 5 different HBCUs, I think it was, got bomb threats and death threats. And so they had to like cancel classes.
And I want y'all to look into this, man, because we're going to be covering the Trey Reed as it happens. But also, it's a lot of missing black people right now.
Okay.
There are a lot of missing black people right now. After that death of Charlie Kirk, there's a lot of missing black people. Coincidentally, everything is a coincidence. All right. Bomb threats. That wasn't covered on the news like that. Nobody's talking about that. Shutting down HB. No one's really talking about this stuff. Right? But let's keep listening. Watch.
You also had the DNC got bomb threats and death threats. They had to shut that down. The Senate was warned about what was happening over at the DNC. You had all these different things happening. But then something else happened, which should be beyond disturbing to everybody out there. There are 2 different black men who wound up hanging from a tree in Mississippi.
Uh-oh.
Very disturbing. That is very disturbing. All right.
Now they were in different places, but 2 different black men on the same day were found hanged in Mississippi. So this one is from NBC. They say body of a black student is found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. Police at Delta State University said no evidence of foul play was found in the death of Trey Reed, but investigation is ongoing. So here's the thing.
And that's what I'm talking about. Nope. Already. I'm talking about immediately after his death, there is no evidence of foul play. But guess who said that? Guess who said that? The school police. Quote unquote, the security guards. Okay? This is who stated this allegation first, that there is no foul play. Like there's some investigators. Like they got a degree in investigations. It makes no sense. Keep going.
The sheriff's office originally told the family he was found dead.
Hold on, wait. Watch. Listen. Watch what they listen to what they told the family first. Where they found his body.
Trey Reed, but investigation is ongoing. So here's the thing. The sheriff's office originally told the family he was found dead in his dorm room.
Hold on now.
They found out, actually, no, he was hanging from.
Wait. Originally, they told this young brother's parents that they found him in his bedroom dead. But still, it's just a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Johnson, 2013, Valdosta, Georgia, slipped and ended up in a gym mat with no organs. That was a coincidence.
That's the coincidence.
Coincidence. Autopsy says Kendrick Johnson's organs were missing because how long he had been in the gym mat. Just a coincidence. They also stated that they stuffed his body with newspapers. Just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence, though. Are you shit? Sorry. Sorry, excuse my language. Are you kidding me? Black people must got stupid. I should get a meat treat that says dummy, stupid, a-hole. That's what I should get a meat treat about. Okay? Because we're not buying that crap. We're not buying the foolishness, man. No one believes that. Tamir Rice, 12 years old. He was playing with a pop gun. They called and said, it looks like a fake gun, by the way. This was on the report. But a 12-year-old pointed his pop gun at the police. And he was a little bit bigger than 12, too, as far as his stature. And the police drew down on him. It was just a coincidence. Nobody arrested. Because he pointed the cap gun at him that they told them it was a cap gun. Trayvon Martin. Do I have to keep going? George Floyd. He had fentanyl in the system. He was some porn star. That's why he deserved to get a knee on his neck for 9 minutes. Just a coincidence.
Coincidence.
Mike Brown. Orlando Castillo. Like, are we gonna keep doing this? Like, is it always just a coincidence? Is it always our fault? Or is there more to this? Is there a deep-rooted hatred, like you read out? And these people hate us from within. They hate everything about you. But then in the same breath, want a big butt like you, getting lip injections like you, go sit in the sun for God knows how long to get tan like you. Want to steal your culture and dance and act like you. But hey, man, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence, right? So they told this perpetually out of one. That's right. They told this man's family. Like, how would you feel, chat? How would you feel? You get a phone call, God forbid, your child is gone. And then they say, well, we found him in the room. He's found dead in the room. Looks like a suicide. And then the news report comes out and says, no, we found him hanging from a tree. This don't make no sense, all right? It is no way, shape or form that I'm going for that now. All right, let's keep going. See what else Esau got to say.
A tree. You have, the coroner saying, oh, no, there was no evidence of foul play. There's no bruises. There's no lacerations. There's no anything. But you have other people who say, the fuck there weren't. Yes, there were.
Excuse the language.
Charlie Kirk gets shot.
Well, now, that's tricky now because we haven't heard anyone come out and say that yet. But there is, allegedly people saying that no. Because I think his body was discovered at like 7 a.m. So they said that no, when we called the police, obviously there would be a surrounding at this point. People are probably have surrounded. I'm surprised there's not even pictures out. Like, how? Yeah, let me tell y'all something too. Sidebar. Why, when the FBI, like Charlie Kirk and all that stuff happened, why is every picture so blurry? Like it's not 4K cameras for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everything pixelated? Everything. It makes no sense. But granted, there is no pictures, photos, nothing of this. When we live in that era, something is just not adding up. First, he's found in the bedroom. Now he's found hanging in the tree. Now there is video surveillance. They won't release it because we know just from the Charlie Kirk situation at the University of Utah, correct?
God.
There was too many cameras, but I was able to find this dude. So you're telling me that on this campus, they don't have this man that we should have had instantly him walking to the tree. You saw the pickleball court, and there was a maple tree there that he liked, and that's where he wanted to do it because that's what it sounded like. Can I find his social media account where he's depressed and sad and going through something? Who was the last person he talked to? What was the last thing he posted? Was there a letter in the room about why he was doing this and what he was going through? Did he write his last word? Like, come on. I need details now. Or are they playing right in our face? Because everything is just a coincidence, y'all. Hey, he just wanted to die by the pickleball court. Allegedly, right? It's all allegedly. It's not even really allegedly no more because they said that's what happened. They're saying no, this is what happened. Utah Valley University, the water. The governor crying, talking about he hope is not one of us. Are you kidding me? Let's keep going. Watch this. It's going to get worse. It just only gets worse.
All the big right-wing figures are literally out there calling for blood of the left, revenge, retribution.
And how can they call for revenge when your own people did it?
God.
But you know what's crazy, dog? Chat, you know what's so crazy? They wanted the shooter to be one of us. They wanted the shooter to be one of us so bad. So they was gonna go crazy, man. Do you understand me? We would have been living in a crazy time right now if they would have planted that shooter to be us. Right. They wanted to go in the hoods and destroy it. I honestly believe if it would have came back as one of us, they probably would have bombed us. They probably would have bombed the hood. Maybe somewhere in Chicago, a little Haiti, like some hood. They would have went to a hood where some Jakes was probably having a block party or something. And they probably would have let loose. Definitely. I believe that because they can't control. Did you see what they did? They stormed the Capitol. So they're letting you know what kind of time they on. And like you said, we around here playing. Would have blamed it on Chicago. Hey, no, they wouldn't have blamed it on Chicago. They would have blamed it on King Von. These people is crazy.
All these violent threats against HBCUs, right? All these violent threats against the DNC. And now, 2 black men in Mississippi found hanged. 2 separate black men found hanged. Now it's going to get darker. Are you ready? So it's already dark. Because what's the history? The history is obvious. There's a history of lynching in the Deep South.
There's a what? There's a history. The hell with the Deep South in America.
God.
You talk about the deep South, America. A man was lynched yesterday. NAACP did this, man. Early 1900s. Because it hasn't stopped. Now, am I saying emphatically, I know what happened to Trey Reed? No. Is SOT saying that? No. We're saying it smells a little fishy over here. And we just want the evidence. If the evidence comes back, okay. But we just want the evidence. And don't get mad at it. See, this is what they'll do. Say the evidence comes back and it was that way. I still would be skeptical. But let's just say everything panned out. It's video camera showing that's what happened. They're going to be mad at us and say we should take videos down like this, and we're speaking hate because you assume that some white people lynched them. No, I didn't assume that. That's what happens in America. We just read some other cases. Black men just out of nowhere hung on a tree. One had his hands tied behind his back. So we're not assuming. See, they want us to forget about the history and just move forward. Why? Y'all have not forgot about the Holocaust. Y'all, when 9/11 happened, y'all went across the waters and fought for 10 years almost. Probably more than that. You're still fighting. All right? Still going at it. But our history, forget about it. Actually, we made y'all better people. You know that's the narrative now. That's the narrative now. We had this. Yo, hold on, watch this. Let me tell y'all the narrative. Hold on, quick. Let me pull this down. Y'all know this is crazy. See, when y'all was slaves, we was teaching y'all how to live and farm and build and be productive. And then we freed y'all black behind. And see, y'all was in y'all families. Y'all build cities. Y'all became things. And as time went on and y'all weren't under our jurisdiction as slaves, y'all became King Vons. Do you know that's the narrative they're pushing? That we were better as their slaves and then being free because they taught us everything we knew. And now, since we're not under that, we're some King Vons. 50% of us out of a population of 13%, we commit most of the murders. That's what they're pushing. But wait, because the Edomite said it got darker. Let's see what he's talking about. Why did he say that?
Lynching, white mobs lynching innocent black people, right? This is a song. Now I can't play much of it because it's probably going to get knocked on copyright.
Real quick, has anyone heard this song? There is literally, you heard it out? There is literally a lynching song. Yes. Yes. Fair use. He's going to play a little bit of it. So we're just going to hear from him. Yes. The Caucasity. We need to Caucasity files.
God.
The Caucasity of these people. I got another video I could play. Even the Ukrainians. That shit, it's a video of a girl. She's saying she all Ukrainians are racist. They can't stand black people. At least we not y'all. No matter what's going on, Russia is tearing them up. We not one of you Negroes. Yes, she did say that in so many words. Fair use in the chat. Fair use. Fair use. All right, let's listen, man. Let's listen.
If I do, right? So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, and I'm only gonna play you like maybe 10 seconds of it. But what happened here is the well-known MAGA rapper Forgiato Blow, he decided to release a song This just happened. He just fucking released this not that long ago, 3 days ago.
Language.
He released a song.
It's such an oxymoron, right? The MAGA rapper. Why he not a MAGA country singer? See how they playing right in your face. Always. They always playing in your face. Always.
That is literally step by step about how to lynch. And then 2 black guys get lynched.
Hang them up. You already said, I can't even play it back because they'll flag the channel. I ain't gonna play no more. That was enough. Get a rope. Y'all can play it back. All right. If you want the video, I'll send it in the chat to the icon. Right. He already said his name. People, yes. Oh my God. Yes. This is why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? I forgot. Hold on. Yeah, we crazy. Say something real quick, Doc.
Man, look, you you let this come out in the coonery files. You're gonna have a coon saying, "This is just entertainment. This is just a man expressing himself to get paid, by his publishers, so he makes songs for entertainment." But when our brothers sisters came out with gangster rap, we were inciting violence. We were inciting an uproar of black people. We were then turned to thugs and criminals because of rap. But this man can make a song of hanging innocent black men, women, and children, and the world be okay with it.
It's just a coincidence, huh? It's just
a coincidence.
Y'all make music killing each other, so. But I'm mad that y'all surprised, like y'all forgot. You forgot? Y'all forgot, huh? Have we forgotten? You forgot? This look like a church, dude. 1905. They burned him. He's leaning on the pole. 1916. Sister, 1911. Slave photo, 1899. Missouri. Fayette, Missouri. Look how many lashes he got, man. There's no people on the planet stronger than us, man. Look how many lashes this brother got. $19.20. It's just smiling right here. 1920. Little girls in the front row. What's the year? 1935. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm 2 hours from that. I grew up around that area. Brand Ridge, Georgia, 1905. The lynching of an Augusta man. We right there in Atlanta. But Trey Reed, it's just a coincidence, huh? Revenge the Saints. That's good. I like that. That is good. Revenge the Saints. That is good. That's a good quote. That's a good quote. They laughing in the photos. Yeah. They think They'll be mad at us for making a video like this when there is not history from what 1619 to 2000s. Let's keep going with Esau. I'm gonna skip past that song, yo. I gotta skip past that song just for the channel's sake. Look at him. Look at him, though. Get this Edomite.
DeMar Travion, Trey Reed was lynched and cops say no foul play. A black man hanging in 2025 isn't an accident. Days after white men marched to fight back for Charlie Kirk. Black folks are hunted again. America is rotting. Don't let them gaslight us. The lack of interest in this story. The family is saying we demand an independent investigation. You know, we demand our own autopsy. We're not going to take the word of the officials. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. And I think that's exactly right. Look, let's be honest. The MO usually of young black men is not to fucking hang themselves.
Didn't we say that? See, that's why I played a white man. Because most people only believe it when it come out of their mouth.
That's right.
That's not has it happened before? Yes, unfortunately, yes. But is that the MO? Heck no. That is not how we going out. Has it happened? Yes. But even he understands. On a tree? Come on, dog. On a tree, publicly, so everyone the next morning could wake up and see you. Really?
And hanging in the Deep South in Mississippi immediately after Charlie Kirk gets killed, and everybody on the right is calling for revenge and retribution, and HBCUs are getting threatened, and the DNC is getting threatened. 2 black men wound up hanged, and everybody, I'm going to see here, no big deal. And every article about it, they say there's no evidence of foul play, and there's nothing to see here, and there's no bruises, no this, no that. Don't worry about it. I don't know, man. Something smells fishy. Something smells fishy. And there's a rising tide in this country of fascism, and everybody knows it. Anybody who pretends not to know it is full of shit, or they're the dumbest person on the planet. And this is what we're dealing with now. So, very, very disturbing. Very, very disturbing.
He's right. I agree with the Edomite there. Very disturbing. Come on, dog. That is very disturbing. Let's go to the news report now. Let's go to the news report. I bet this sister here with the locks, I bet they can't stand her in there. I'm just assuming. I could be wrong. But just her here. Black woman, strong. Yeah, I could just tell. These people, man.
And the Cleveland Police Department say Reed's autopsy proves he died by suicide. Some DSU students accepted this information while others are still skeptical. Students on Delta State University's campus react.
Right there. That's where he went down at, man.
Are still skeptical. Students on
right there by the pickleball court. Where's the footage? It's probably cameras everywhere over here. Usually by most fields, tracks, tennis court, open basketball courts, there's some cameras. Just so foul play doesn't happen. So you didn't play like you slipped and fell and it was the city's fault. It's the camera. Where the cameras at?
Delta State University's campus react to Cleveland Police Department's ruling of Trey Reed's death.
I don't have much of an opinion on the autopsy. I'd like to think that they aren't lying, but considering the history of Mississippi, it's hard to be sure.
On Thursday, it was ruled that the 21-year-old DSU student died by suicide. Reed was found hanging from a tree on the university's campus near the pickleball courts Monday.
That's some tough, dog. This is tough, man. This is tough to watch. I can almost envision it. When I look at those pictures, that we just showed of all those black men being lynched, I could just, and then seeing, you know, this young brother's face, I could see him, dog. I could see it vividly. And then I don't want always just with a brilliant question. Where Donald Trump at? Where Trump? Where he at? Where BB at? Where Netanyahu at speaking on the atrocity in the Americas to black people is almost like it's just like the atrocity of the so-called Jewish man Holocaust. Why they talking like that with this brother? Because they don't give a damn. And they never will, and they never have.
Hanging from a tree on the university's campus near the pickleball courts Monday.
The family needs to hire their own personal investigator. I think they need to do their own investigator.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who stepped in to represent Reed's family, said they are seeking an independent autopsy. Reed's grandfather said he is suspicious of CPD's initial ruling on Reed's death because they were misinformed by officials.
He told me that they found Trey Reed in his room.
Crump is also demanding that they are shown a video of what led to Trey's death.
You keep telling us what to believe, but you're not showing us any evidence, showing us any video.
Cleveland police say all files and materials have been turned over to the FBI and U.S. Attorney's Office for review.
Why? 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 Where is Justin Jefferson at? Somebody send this to him now. Are you gonna take care of this young brother's family? Because you a coon too, grittying across that field, that white man's field. I'm disgusted with him. I am so disgusted with him. Can't believe what he said. But why? Chat. I'm not the best legal kind of guy. But why is the FBI investigating? Why were all files? If it's a suicide, a known suicide, autopsies show emphatically that it is a suicide. Why the FBI got the cases and the files?
It's what I'm doing.
Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Bring it out.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 5. It says, a faithful witness will not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. So the reason why is because, of course, they don't have a true story, essentially. Their whole thing is, of course, like if they're trying to rule that this is a suicide and it's emphatically that, then there should be no issue with, of course, them not posting, but of course, them showing exactly what it is that happened to him, right? Them showing, of course, that video footage that should have been sent out immediately, right? And of course, the initial information being given to the family being, of course, you know, he was, they found him on a tree, you know, of course, he did it to himself. I got the video footage right here. I got all the information. It's all right here. But instead, their story keeps changing. Why is that? Because, again, that false witness, they're going to keep uttering those lies. They're going to continue to change things up. They're not going to have all their eggs in one basket. But instead, it's all going to be but instead, it's like the two elders in the history of Susanna. They got to get their story together. And of course, it's not lining up, right? And that's exactly what we're seeing when it comes to, of course, this case, man. These ain't faithful witnesses. And of course, we never expected this coming from, of course, a place like this. But just know that if that was truly the case, then understand it definitely wouldn't be going like this. And I yield there.
That's right. Excellent precept, bud. Come out the womb telling lies, man. Wicked. Just wicked. Extremely wicked. Extremely wicked. Like, I'm looking at the scene. Like, let's investigate the scene for ourselves, Chad. We don't gotta believe they lies that they false report, like the brother brought out. Just looking at the scene, it don't look right, man. He hung himself in front of this pickleball court in a parking lot. I want to know how far his dorm is from. What was he doing? I need evidence, man. I need this ain't right. It just don't look right. Which way did he walk? Did he come from the back over here? Did he come up to the tree? Did he sit and contemplate it for a while? Did he climb high up? Where was he hanging from?
Come.
Because these branches look weak. This don't look like a good tree. This don't look like a good tree. So this ain't right. This tree don't even look right. He might have been low. Which begs the case he probably was strangled, not hung. This ain't adding up. That's right. Says so many questions. Someone's seen something. Alleged. I heard this, but I can't. You can't. There's so much stuff in the social media. They said the other dude that got, but it was far too. I'll say it. They said the other black dude that got hung. They say he might have saw something. That's why they hung him. I don't know. The story, the cities, I haven't looked into how far the cities are and where he was hung. I haven't done that investigation yet, so I don't know. So I'm not even going to say that as a factual statement, right? Because I don't know. But they're playing with that situation too.
Okay.
The other guy that got hung, at first, they said it was a black man, homeless black man, hung in the woods, right? Then they showed pictures of an Edomite homeless man. That don't make no sense. Do you hear what I just said? At first, because the Edomite just said there was 2 black people hung same day. Trey Reed and the other brother's name, allegedly brother, we don't know, was Corey, I believe, right?
God, I don't want.
And hey, some stink out of one. Some stink.
That's right.
Ain't right. And they said it first came out because even he said it. 2 black men were hung. Then I looked up the picture. I said, this dude ain't black. It's the Edomite. Then I thought, man, in college I was talking about like they could be playing here. Because if you're homeless, no family, make up a story.
Nope.
Make up a story. Just make up a story. Because it sounds like to us, they damn sure making up this story. They are dang on making up this story here. I don't want to text me in the back right now. He texting he outraged. And he's right. He just texted me. They're not covering this story nationally. A lot of people don't even know about it. I'm still mad about Tamir Rice. I haven't gotten over that. I haven't gotten over Kendrick Johnson. I haven't got how did he slip, fall, and end up in a gym mat? How? Like they almost make it seem like black people are incompetent. Like, I don't know. For you to end up in the gym mat, somebody had to roll you in the gym mat.
Yeah. They view you like you have no intelligence.
Yes.
That you can't put 2 and 2 together. But the reason for the pause is to circle their narrative, to close ranks. on anything that can be viewed or pinpointed back to here. Look, you have a history in Mississippi of this being done. You have a history of it being portrayed as a suicide.
Yeah.
It's a history. So what does it take? It take a lot of cover up. It take a lot of hiding of evidence. Where is the first thing I would want to know is where is the branch that the brother is hanging from?
I can't see it in that tree.
You can't.
I can't. There's no way. How that tree is feeble.
What happened to it?
There ain't even no grass around that tree.
So these are the type of things that go on behind closed doors that you and I don't get privy to.
Yeah.
Don't get to see this. Because it's about them spinning a narrative. So I'm not going to show a precedence in blacks being hung constantly after or as a recourse of Charlie Kirk's death. So what would I do? I would change the photo of one from being a black man to a white to show it's not racially pushed.
Yep.
So now it becomes what? A coincidence. So both of these cases are going to end up being, as what history has shown us, hanging by suicide.
Hey, because that's Mississippi's motto.
It's crazy, man.
That's how they go. That's how they get down, huh?
Yep.
Let me just show our brother real quick, man, in a great light. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't stand these devil, man. I don't know the brother from a can of paint. You know, but I just want to show the brother in a good light, man. Goodly light. You know what I'm saying? He probably was a great day for him. Because I remember my day like this. When he graduated, man. Probably was a great day for him. Probably got his acceptance letter to college, about to leave mom house. Just for some, oh man, I don't even know. It's hard to say, man. We just need the fact, because this image here ain't no way. Looking at this tree, honestly, y'all, chat, they should have said they found him on the gate. Because this tree ain't doing it. I'm looking at the trees in the back. Maybe it's one strong branch like closer to the bottom, like closer to this part here, maybe. I just can't see it though. It's some. I don't want to say it's some stank snapper. Nah, and I don't want. We can't even do to a clean fish. That ain't no snapper. That's a stank catfish. Is this scene here reeks of a stank catfish. Something ain't right here with this brother Trey. This here ain't right. That's right, sis. And we definitely praying that that truth come out. Let's keep going.
They add final toxicology results could take 2 to.
Hold on now. Let's look at it. Maybe. Like, it's hard to say, man. That just don't look like the right kind of tree. You telling me, though, there's no cameras on this building? There's none. There's no cameras. You know you're going to have the 4 corners covered. There's none that's seen anything. There's no cameras on this out this way. None. Wait a minute. It's a parking lot. There's no cameras covering the parking lot. crazy out there. Something ain't right, y'all. So, man, as they uncover the scene a little bit, I just got my mind going with questions. Tell me what y'all think in the chat. I'll post y'all thoughts.
4 weeks to complete.
If he really did kill himself, I hope his family finds peace. And if he didn't, I hope his family finds justice.
The Trey Reed's independent autopsy is being paid for by the Colin Kaepernick's Know Your Rights Camp Autopsy.
Let's give the brother Colin Kaepernick a round of applause. Let's give that brother Colin Kaepernick a round of applause. Now, let's give a thumbs down. Let's give a thumbs down to the toxicology autopsy department and Mississippi Police Department and FBI. Because why didn't they do it? Let's give a thumbs down to Mississippi's police department in that area, toxicology department, and autopsy department.
That's right, man.
Because why did it take Colin Kaepernick, a former NFL quarterback, a great at that too, a great, he was, to do this? Why? Because they want us to think. Chef, they want to just it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. It's just a coincidence.
Captain Micaiah just hit it, man. You gotta give thumbs down to the NFL. To all, hey, give thumbs down. I'm giving thumbs down to all black NFL players, who did not come to help this man's family. Patrick Mahomes, you offered to take care of Charlie Kirk's family after he died. Where's the help for this brother? NFL owners donating to Charlie Kirk's family. Where y'all at for this brother, man? Your own community, your own people you won't take care of, but you run to help Esau. You run to extend a hand to Esau, man, but won't do it for your own people, your own communities. That's crazy, man. This is sickening.
Delta State University. Where is their statement? Where is the president of the college? Where? That has a statement concerning this. Because I'm looking it up now. I got so many questions. Like, where is that video at? Oh, this man was a freshman, y'all. He was a freshman, college, trying to better himself, knowing our community, and just black people in general. He might have been the first one to go. Could be, maybe not, but our circumstances. He could be the first one. He could have been the first brother to gay man. I'm going to college. I'm about to graduate, man. Figure this thing out some kind of way.
Hey, Lady Issachar, NAACP ain't the NAACP of old, man. The NAACP, they about that dollar. Yeah. They about that money. Your activists, your Al Sharptons, Ben Crumps, they about that money. They're not really about our people. They take advantage where they can gain from or gain popularity from. It's about dollars. It ain't really about bringing justice for our people. Bringing justice for the brother Trey, man. It's not about that. Ben Crump is a advantage taker. Where he sees an advantage, he moves in. If there's no advantage for him, he ain't got no pause. He don't want no pause behind it. What happened with the brother who killed the cops? Ben Crump wasn't there. He wasn't about his people then. NAAC wasn't about their people then. You looking at your NAACP on the stage right now.
That's right. Bring it out, huh?
You looking at the NAACP on Friday night's class. You looking at the NAACP on the corners of America, in Atlanta, Fort Myers, Alabama, DC, Jacksonville, man. We are your activists, those that's going to defend our people, man. NAAC, man, hey, it's not what it used to be. Money has perverted judgment. Money caused people to lose the love for their people, to lose the love for justice and equity. But these people, man, hey, give me the book of Psalms chapter 21, 55 and 21.
Bring it out.
Counter one. It's the book of Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war is in his heart.
Man, this is how they look at us. This is how they deal with us. Keep reading.
Counter one. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords.
Read the next verse.
Cast thy burden upon the Lord.
This is what we got to do as a people, man. But in order for us to cast our burdens on the Most High and for him to hear us, we got to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You got to prefer your own people. Be kindly affectionate to one another. Keep reading.
Counter one. And he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
And well, the righteous don't got a fear in this nation, in this society. What can a man do to me? Destroy my body? Okay, and what? What after that? Can you do any more? No. But I gotta fear him that's able to destroy both body and soul in hell, man.
That's right.
We fear the Most High. But in order for this to change, we gotta change. We gotta start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We gotta start teaching our children. Man, we gotta be the institution for change. You can't go to the book of Lamentations 4:17. You can't look for the government to bring you relief when the government is the one covering up stories like this, covering up evidence like this.
Been covering up.
Showing you who they are. But yet we still praying, man, let justice be served. Let the court show justice. When the judge has taken bribes.
Yep.
read that.
Counter one. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
So your police departments, they in bed with the FBI. How do you think that crimes get labeled as a hate crime? Where do they get their information from? Where does the FBI get information that something is a hate crime? from the local police department. They travel their news up. So this is why when you search the records in Mississippi, you don't find many hate crimes. These brothers that we showed you earlier in the lesson, they weren't viewed as hate crimes because they were viewed as what? They were viewed as suicide by hanging. So it's not a hate crime.
Yep.
So you're not going to get justice from your local police department. When it goes to court, evidence has been tampered with. Evidence has been hidden. Videos have been concealed. Keep reading.
Connor 1, verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets.
They do what?
They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets.
So why are they hunting our steps, man? Because we continue to be disobedient to the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's it. That's what it boils down to.
In order for the Most High to hear our cry and for us to be saved out of this captivity, because my man, we need salvation, man.
Yeah, that's what we
need salvation. All them brothers on Clubhouse trying to save all these nations. Who needs salvation now? We do. Because our steps are being hunted. Man, we in night wishing it was morning. In morning wishing it was night.
Bring out the scripture. We got to read that. I'm already there.
Go ahead, read that, Adawan.
Come on, let's get Deuteronomy 28, verse 65. Read on down. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Man, it don't matter what nation you go to. You go to China, you got our NFL players getting called nigger as they getting off the bus. Same thing that's happening today in America. You go to the grocery store, you got Karens calling you nigger. Get out of here, nigga.
Yep.
You riding in the wrong neighborhood. Police pull you over. What are you doing in this neighborhood, nigga?
Punching you in the face.
What are they doing? They hunting your steps.
That's right.
No matter where you go, you're not going to get away from these curses. The scripture said that the curses are going to do what? They're going to pursue you.
And overtake.
It don't matter what nation you go to. You go to Germany, they're calling you niggas. You even got places in Africa where blacks can't live.
Mm-hmm.
In Africa. So supposedly the blackest nation on the face of the earth. What did Esau do? Taking it for himself.
Mm-hmm.
They hunt your steps, man. These curses are going to pursue you no matter where you go. You refuse to turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, our kids, our fathers, our grandfathers, our daughters are going to be hunted in the street.
That's right.
Keep reading.
Among these nations thou shalt find no ease.
You're not going to find no ease, man. Look at what you go through on a daily basis. Just trying to provide for your family. Hey man, sometimes when you pull up to your own crib, you gotta sit outside and decompress.
Yeah.
Because you've gone through so much throughout the week. Every day. You dealing with oppression. You seeing oppression. Why, man? Because we rebellious. We don't want to turn back to the laws of God. We discredit what the prophets have said. We continue to look to the white man to be our savior, to this nation, to finally come up with some laws, to finally change the Constitution. But it ain't never been about you. It ain't never been for you. You getting the crumbs of this nation.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting the crumbs when you're supposed to be the greatest people that are upon the face of the earth. Get that in the book of Deuteronomy, man. See how these nations are supposed to view you.
There's more on this, Doc. It ain't done, Doc.
Go ahead, keep reading, Adawan.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee
the sole of your foot won't find any rest.
Every day.
It's always one thing after another. One problem after another. One plague after another. One death after another. Keep reading.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
Man, look at how our brothers and sisters that are in our southern states are thinking now. Think of how our brothers and sisters who live in Mississippi. Look at how they thinking now, man. I gotta hold and grip my children tighter.
Yeah.
But yet our brothers and sisters, we flee from our own community. We flee from our people to do what? Go and join into communities with the so-called white man, the same one that's lynching you, the same one that's hanging you and holding themselves not guilty, calling you crazy. Now parents got to walk their children to school, take their children, because I can't trust that white driver that's driving my kids to school because they may come up missing. Mm-hmm. Even in DC, 2,500 children missing in DC that have not been found, but it's not being broadcast. Children missing all over the states, man. But they don't care about you. But you come to the aid of Charlie Kirk. You come to the aid of his Edomitic family. But won't do nothing for your own brothers and sisters, man. This is what's crazy. This is why oppression drives a wise man mad. Because we see what's going on. We see the downfall of our nation. But we also see the resolution. But our people don't want it. They don't want it. Every day, every Shabbat, we go out and teach our people. And what do our people do? Pull the shoulder. I got to go to the store. I don't got 30 seconds for a scripture. I have no time for the Lord, but yet you will go home and pray for Charlie Kirk. Pray for his family. But these nations are supposed to view you in a certain light. Read that, Kwabza Allah.
Counter one. It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
So your wisdom and understanding, your protection in the sight of the nations is you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Keep reading.
Counter one. Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
But they not saying that about you right now. They saying, surely this is a great nation that we can have target practice on. Mm-hmm.
We can show our children how many times a black man's foot wiggles while he's hanging.
Mm-hmm.
We can show our children and our brothers what happens to a black man's eyes when he's suffocating by hanging.
Hey, remember the police, they was using black images as target practice.
That's right. What are they doing? They're preparing to murder you in the street. So as you fleeing from them at night, they already prepared. When you think you got away because the sun came up, hey, they already prepared, man. Until our people recognize that the law, statutes, and commandments is your salvation to get out of this captivity, we're going to continue to see stuff like this. While you continue to look for the nation that's whipping your back, hanging your children, abusing your elders, destroying and perverting your children, rape, robbing, murdering, pillaging, it don't matter, man. This nation don't care nothing about you. But you keep going back to them. And we telling you to do what? Hey, prefer your brother and sister. Stop murdering your brother and sister. This is why we brought out last week on that song, Self-Destruction. How many brothers and sisters in the chat actually went and listened to that song? Hey, we got the Cat Micaiah. You heard Self-Destruction when we were younger. Think of the words of that song, Adawan. The lyrics that we had back then ain't what we got today, man. It was about the unity of our people, the loving of our brothers and sisters, man. But our people just want to hit a WAP. They want to hear Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red. You don't want to hear stuff about the unification of our people, the building up of our nation, the salvation of our people. And you the greatest people on the face of the earth, man, and don't know it. Keep reading on that, Quabzala.
Counter to 1. Reading on to verse 7. For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for?
Man, they're going to recognize you. They're going to be in awe of you. When they see your obedience to the law, statutes, and commandments, and how y'all ain't playing for y'all community. How y'all got the mindset, get down or lay down. They going to take note of you. But in order for you to be the greatest people on the face of the earth, you got to be that.
That's right.
You got to be great first. Be great now in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Hey, with that, I got to get ready for camp.
That's right.
Hey, y'all done lit a fire, man. Hey.
Right.
Adawan, Kwabza all. Yabashim al Shabarakathum.
Shalom.
Chef Gad off the scenes. Shalom. The brother was spitting that fire, man. I really could end there. We could end there, but I want to just show y'all one more thing. Just the history of America. 100 years ago. Right? It's almost 102 years ago now as we speak. I believe. Yeah, 101 years ago. Right? I want to show y'all just on this topic of Trey Reed, how this country has been moving, has always moved, and is still moving, right? I'm going to go right here for the report really quick. All right, so as you can see right here, 100 years since Fort Myers. Remember, this is where I'm at, Fort Myers lynching. It should be remembered. 2 black boys were lynched.
Fort Myers.
It is one of the darkest chapters of our city's past, and yet historians say we should never forget what happened. A warning, some of the details are graphic. Here's NBC2 investigator Evan Dean.
Oh, I think about the sadness and
but it should be remembered. Yes.
It was a tragedy over 2 days, May 25th and 26th, 1924, when two black boys, R.J. Johnson and Milton Williams, just 14 and 15, went skinny dipping with two white girls. The boys were accused.
No, the skinny dipping is allegedly. The skinny dipping is allegedly. It's more they went swimming with two white girls. Okay. Let's see.
Accused of rape, and despite no proof, were hunted down by an angry white mob and gruesomely murdered.
They would say that the truck.
This is 14 and 15 years old. I'm gonna read y'all some. I'm gonna read some stuff.
Drove one, and that would be R.J. Johnson, down the street, and all the skin just was torn off his body. It's like, that just didn't happen. Yes, it did.
Historian Nina Denson Rogers has worked over the years to piece it together. She even spoke with those who saw it happen. They've long since passed.
Everybody has children or relatives of someone, and you wouldn't think that just shouldn't have happened to the boys. That's what it said, like that.
Somewhere in this area. Definitely somewhere in this area right in here.
A couple of years ago, Charles Barnes took us to where it happened. Growing up, he remembers oak trees behind what's now the Stars Complex. They're gone now.
This was, they called it the lynching tree. But we played in it, not really understanding what that meant.
And I think we should always try to remember our history and try to get it right.
That's why Nina believes in sharing this story, no matter how difficult it is. It's also why the Equal Justice Initiative works to place historical markers at lynching sites across the country. They also collect soil from the sites to honor those so unjustly killed. Nina would welcome a memorial in Fort Myers. While the racial divide looks different now than it did 100 years ago, she knows it hasn't gone away altogether.
We hope that these things will never happen again. We hope that we can build a better relationship with the different races, and that building the relationship for tomorrow will be one full of love and not hatred.
And I understand what Auntie talking about, but we can't build that relationship. That relationship has tarnished, and according to the scriptures, it actually can't be. All right, it just can't be. All right, we can't though hand joining hand. No, we're not joining hand with them. That old Martin Luther King talk is just that's not in us anymore. We should have stayed segregated. We should have stayed away from these people. And the more we get closer to these people, we have things like Trey Reed and Kendrick Johnson, Tamir Rice, George Floyd, so on and so on and so on and so on, and it just doesn't stop. Even going back 101 years. I want to read the report to y'all. I want to read this. All right. Can y'all see that? Can you see that out?
Counter to one. I can see it.
All right, read that for us.
Counter to one. The 100th anniversary of the Fort Myers lynching took place on May 25th to the 26th of 2024 to commemorate the murders of two black teenagers, R.J. Johnson and Milton Williams, by a white mob in 1924. The killings were a consequence of racial prejudice and the erosion of the rule of law during the Jim Crow era.
Watch this. Let's keep going.
The false accusation. On May 25th, 1924, 14-year-old R.J. Johnson and 15-year-old Milton Williams were seen swimming with two white girls. When their swimming was reported, a white mob spread rumors that the black teenagers had committed rape.
Now, what did you say about the false report we read earlier? Go ahead.
It's like the one that a false witness will utter lies. They're not faithful.
They're not, and this is what they've always done this. They have always uttered lies. It's a false witness. These children are 14 and 15 years old. But you know, this one didn't say skinny dipping. Even today, they just these Edomitic news report skinny dipping. Come on now, skinny dipping. You don't think these two young black men knew better than to go skinny dipping, let alone swimming, but skinny dipping
in the 1920s?
Come on, dog. Keep reading that.
Condor 1. However, one of the girls and her brother later denied that any assault had occurred. You see that?
Denied that any assault occurred. Hashtag revenge of the saints in the chat. Hashtag revenge of the saints in the chat. Because there's no way. Revenge the saints, man. Hashtag revenge the saints, man. RTS. Happens that way every time, man.
Condor 1.
Revenge the saints, man. Let's keep going. Watch. Get worse.
Condor 1. Reading on. The hunt and the murders. A white mob formed and began searching black homes.
Look what they call it, the hunt. The reason I'm reading this is because when I'm looking at Trey Reed's situation, that's what it feels like. I can't say emphatically. That's what it feels like. It feels like a hunt and then a murder. That's what it feels like to me, man. Keep going.
Condor 1. So just a quick point. That's what we read over there in Limitations.
Yeah, they hunt our steps, huh?
Condor 1. The hunt and the murders. A white mob formed and began searching black homes. On May 25th, the mob found and apprehended R.J. Johnson after he had been arrested and placed in a county jail.
So they broke into the jail and took him. Keep reading.
Condor 1. They overpowered the sheriff, took Johnson, and hanged him from a tree on Edison Avenue. His body was then dragged through the streets.
His body was then dragged through the streets. What was R.J. Johnson? Let's read Brother Milton. Let's keep going.
Condor 1. A second victim. The next day, May 26th, the mob found Milton Williams hiding in a boxcar on a train. He was also lynched, castrated, shot.
Read that part again. Read that part again.
He was also lynched, castrated, shot, and had his body dragged by a Model T.
So he was castrated, lynched, and then shot. And then his body was dragged by a damn Model T. It's a Model T. You know why this is so significant? Because Henry Ford and Thomas Edison's are some of the founders of Fort Myers as far as making it big. There's a Henry Ford and Thomas Edison museum here. There's a Ford Street, plenty of them. You see it said Edison Street, and then the county. Look how wicked. You got Henry Ford, racist Edomite, Thomas Edison, racist Edomite, and then the county, Fort Myers itself, is Lee County. Who is Lee? Robert E. Lee. That's the county. That's the history of this place, man. Let's keep going.
Condor 1. Next point, the cover-up. Following the murders, the Fort Myers Press published an article with the headline, "Negroes Pay Penalty for Horrible Crime." A coroner's jury later absolved the sheriff and ruled the deaths were at the hands of parties unknown, ensuring that no one was held accountable.
But Trey Reed, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence, y'all. It's just a coincidence. Are you kidding me right now? Give me that in Sirach, man. Never trust thine enemies.
Counter where I'm there. It's the book of Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Read it again.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know.
Keep going.
Slug it. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Watch this. Watch how the G&T read it to you. Pull that up. Watch this. Read that on the screen now.
Counter to one. This is Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10 in the Good News Translation. Never trust an enemy. His wickedness is as destructive as rust. Watch out.
Get rid of it. You know how hard it is to get rid of rust? It's just there. A lot of scrubbing. Keep going.
Watch out and be on guard against him. Even if he acts ever so humble.
You say you gotta be on guard against them. Even though they're so humble. Some of them are liberals. They be so humble and for the blacks. No. Read.
Counter to one. He is like a metal mirror that rusts away. If you don't keep it polished, seat an enemy at your right hand. And the next thing you know, he'll be trying to get you out your He'll be trying to get your own place of honor.
Yep.
Put him next to you and he will overthrow you.
Every time. Read.
Then you will realize the truth of my words and be stung with regret when you remember them.
You're going to be stung with regret when you remember, damn, I was trusting my enemy. Never trust thine enemy. None of them. Can't be trusted, man. Can't be trusted. So with that, man, we're going to continue to cover the story of Mr. Trey Reed. Even if something happens throughout the week, I'll probably do a post and put it on the maybe on Instagram. I'll just cover it and see what they're talking about. But I'm invested, man, because we need the truth, right? Transparency denied. Trey Reed deserves answers, man. His family deserves answers. The public deserves answers. We got all the answers that this wicked government gave us about Charlie Kirk, which we don't even know the truth of those answers. People was coming out saying it's so fabricated. But we need the truth. We need the video footage. We need the video footage and we need the truth of what happened to our dear beloved brother, Trey Reed, man. We need answers for that, brother. So we can see if these people have lied to us or they telling the truth. And I guarantee you, even with some of the video footage and coverage, they still might be making stuff up, man. So with that, man, I'm Captain Yaquab, the Reubenite.
Also cause of Allah.
Hey, we are the Thunder Israelites. It is our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. The water for tuning into another episode of Bar for Bar Chat. Shalom.
Yo. Yeah. Say what's real.
My father figure keep me guided, I'm always protected. Not a single wrong, I don't ever get corrected. Light over my shoulders, tales from a priest. Take a Psalms 23 and sit your tail to a seat. Legendary in a way, but nothing like a tall tale. False God, set them up, they all fell. Fantasies, they all sell. Nothing in my time can compare to the timeless. The light behind my rhyme and the one who I get in line with. Ain't no other lane for this fire flame minister. Descended from a higher plane, ain't no higher name from the one. When a gun jam, I figure you know now. Divine power follow me, that's just how it be. I can testify for sure, my heart not pure, but still I get to see a day that I did not work for. Bodies dropping with the climate, gas raising on black faces. Still I'm the one who made it. I just be thinking when I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I go, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. With my conscience, I acknowledge that there is a higher power. Look at me. False idols never promise victory. You survive cause you was meant to. Stop the guessing, you a prized possession. Blessing from the sky, ain't no higher lesson. I'm a messenger, you should get with this rhythm. Gospel, you ain't gotta be poor with chains no more. Flip up your master plate, don't be captivated by your master space. The earth is yours, but first the one we know gon' have to pass away. Destiny, you part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. Coming at the wild child who made it through the birth canal. One shot, amazing how you missed the kiss of death. Life was in your step, people turned away from out this way, never coming back. Slipped and fell inside the cracks, landed on their back, but you 10 toes in the field, still in one piece, for real from the bottom, where all kind of brothers get easily killed. Rest in peace to them. You part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. When I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. Something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. Most High. I said something keep watching me. Something keep watching me.